Hi everyone, it's Ellie. I have pulled a Celtic Cross tarot spread for us today. This is officially my first oracle reading on TarotTube. Woohoo! Welcome. I'd like y'all to think of a question you have in mind for this reading today. Take some deep breaths. I do like to use reversals. I am a fairly new reader. And if you want to know more about me, go look in the description box. I've got links. If this message resonates with you, you can buy me a coffee through my PayPal or Venmo. Everything really does help because this is a new channel and I appreciate every contribution and bit of generosity. Anyways, I'm not going to do clarifications today, but if you hang in till the end of the reading, I will pull one card from Enchanted Blossoms Oracle deck. So, all right, let's get into this. I'm going to show you all the cards, and I would love to note that I am still developing my style here, and I'm still learning the tarot. I still consider myself a novice student, but I have a lot of intuitive gifts that I use along the way. I've been a psychic medium and an empath since I was a child, and I've also been studying astrology independently, off and on, for over 25 years. I do natal and evolutionary astrology. Evolutionary I'm still studying, but natal I've been studying all my life. Anyways, so to get into the reading, because that's why you're here, first of all, thank you for hanging with all of that. And let's do this. Right, so we have here, oh, real quick, Herb Crafter's Tarot, that's what I'm using. It's a really beautiful, 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 beautiful deck, like one of my favorites now. I'd also like to add one note here that this reading, I pulled the first card here for my collective on my Instagram stories for Tarot Moon Day, which is my themed free weekly offering on Instagram. Again, links are in the description box. And I had pulled this entire spread to further develop my skills as a reader. And in my process of learning and sharing, today I was inspired to go for it and just publish this first video. So here we are, and I don't really do edits. I have a pretty laid-back style. Just have patience with me and we'll get through it. I think it's going to be good once I get in the flow. So yeah, so I just wanted to let y'all know that this is the extended reading from that week in December. I want to say it was the second week in December, maybe the third. I pulled the Four of Pentacles in reversed. And then I shared that meme also on my Pinterest. So I usually just do channeled messages, but this time I decided I'd just go into the Celtic Cross. And I did pull a signifier. So we've got here, and this card represents you. Are y'all ready? You want to take a deep breath real quick? All right, cool, because I needed to do that. I don't know about y'all. I know what kind of days you had, but anyways, this is you. Don't freak out, okay? It's the death card. But really, it doesn't represent death. And I think if you've been watching tarot for a while, you know that. It is card 13, which is luck and the divine feminine. So I don't read genders, I read energy. Apply it as you will. The death card. So let's just go through everything I pulled and then I will give you the messages. So next card we have here, which represents your question, which I did tell you to ask one, didn't I? Upside down, reversed. This is the card that was for the collective reading. Four of Earth, Willow, aka Four of Pentacles, okay? So that represents your question. Then we have what's crossing you here. And some of these cards are going to make people go, well, those are good things. What do you mean? Well, we'll find out. Just hang in there. So what's crossing you is Horsetail, Ten of Earth, aka Ten of Pentacles. Again, look at how beautiful this art is. I'm really going to get in there for you. Right? Okay, so that's what's crossing you. It's crowning you, aka what is objectively known to you. Mullen, Ace of Fire, aka Ace of Wands. Look at how beautiful that is. That's amazing. I have mullein growing on my property in the woods, and I harvest it every summer, and it's a torch. And how appropriate for the Ace of Wands. So then we have this card here. This is Foundation. It's pretty much what's beneath you, past influences that are affecting you, and it can even reveal hidden things or just insight that maybe you didn't have before. And again, we got another 10 here. We have 3 10s in this reading, by the way, which is kind of cool. 10, 10, 10. So, comfrey for 10 of Wands, or 10 of Fire, right? So then this card here represents what's behind you, past influences, things that you've gone through. Again, it's kind of sad to have some of these really amazing cards in these positions, but at the same time, it helps us remember to have gratitude for what we have had. And gratitude is going to show up later in this message, so if you don't like all that woo-woo, why are you here? This is a tarot reading. Come on now. All right. So then this here, this is your near future possible. It's what is happening. So this is the Four of Air, or Four of Swords, with lavender representing. Okay. Sorry, the lighter cards don't come up that great, but I'm working with it. So yeah, that's pretty much new circumstances or near future that's coming up. Then over here we have what represents pretty much yourself, but not like this card over there, okay? So this is kind of like your thoughts on the matter, your mental process. Sorry, I'm trying to get that in there good. It's the Moon, or Datura. This is one of the most beautiful moon cards. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's really pretty. Datura. I am an herbalist, so like, of course, I love this deck. Eventually, I'll get more into plant lore, and I'll bring my astrology more into it. But we're just sticking with the basics tonight, or today, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Okay. This card here represents your environment. We have the Magician, number 1. The Sunflower. Come on now. There you go. Next card is your hopes and fears and any love notes from Spirit. Messages they want you to have. We have 6 of Earth, or 6 of Pentacles, represented by Pine. I love this. Kind of reminds me of home. I live in the Sierra Nevada mountain range, by the way. So, there you go. Pine. I work with pine a lot. I actually make a Breathe Easy chest salve. I call it salve. Some people say stave or whatever, but whatever. Tomato, tomato. But I use pine oleo resin, which I render in my home apothecary. My business, as you can see, it's called Herbcraft by Ellie Apothecary. It's just a quick little promo there. It just reminded me to mention that. So this is your potential outcome. Look at that. We got a really pretty full card. 0 represented by dandelion. There you go. Okay. Again, I'm not going to clarify. As I develop more, I will definitely do that for y'all. I think I mentioned, I have a very laid back style. I live in California, so either roll with it or, you can find the clickbait elsewhere. No disrespect. I love y'all. I'm really appreciative and all that good stuff. All right. You guys ready to do this? Pardon me. Are you folks? So, all right. Remind yourself your question. Just throw out any projections or thoughts or whatever, and remember that this is general. And if it doesn't resonate, just check the description box for your options. All right, cool. So, 4 of Pentacles. First of all, I just want to mention that, like, whoever you are, you're in a time of great change here with the Death card. Okay? And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to get it into focus every time. But you got your close-ups earlier. I'm just using my laptop here, using what I have. So, Death, this is a Scorpio card. This is a Pluto card. This represents transformation. It represents your ancestors. It represents transmutation, great change. So we're going to be using the word change a lot here. So trigger warning, if anybody is not comfortable with change, you're not going to like this reading. But promise you, there is a happy new beginning if you decide to accept change. Let me tell you, I was one of those people who did not like change. I have a Taurus moon, okay? So I'm very emotionally resistant. By the way, the moon happens to be in Taurus at the time of this reading. However, you could be watching this at any time. So just let you know that's the energy that's kind of influencing this reading. Another relevant astrological fact, I have a Cancer rising, so I'm ruled by the moon, and whatever sign the moon is in kind of colors the vibe for me, especially as a medium. All right, so all this has to do with change. You're in a state of change, state of transformation, state of growth, but you're not alone. This is your ancestors here. You see that? And depending on your spiritual beliefs, that could be an offering, or that could be you tucked away around by the glow of your ancestors here. And all the pretty little butterflies, another sign of change and transformation. So good job. I just want to tell you, good job for for continuing on, whatever you're going through, which I'm sure has to do with your question here. So congratulations if nobody said it. You're doing a great job. All right. So question. What I can tell you is that you need to release something and embrace change. Okay? Because the 4 of Pentacles upright is it's like everything we've obtained. Things we're building, wealth we're accumulating, material goods, etc., etc. And in the reverse, it's either like a fear of releasing or a need to release, in my opinion. Of course, this is all my opinion, right? So, whatever your question is about, know that it's going to require you letting go of something, and it could be something material. But what comes after the 4, which is this card, right? The 4 of Pentacles, which is stability, foundation. Like, you already have that. You have a stable foundation. You have something to work with. You have materials. See that? You're building that. But if you release it, it doesn't mean that you don't have it anymore. It actually means that you get to graduate to 5, which guess what 5 represents? I'll give you a quick moment. Change. Oh yeah. But change is not bad. Change allows for growth. And it's the next card that brings us to growth, which is the 10 of Pentacles, right? That's the everything card. That's the you have all your stuff figured out, okay? And why would this be crossing you? Well, what do you need to invest in to go from the 4 to the 10? Or what do you have weighing on you that's so overwhelming? You have it in abundance, but that can also be a serious stressor. So there you go. That's why this is crossing you. I bet more than anything, you're burnt out. You've worked really hard for everything you have, and you're trying to maintain it. That could resonate for somebody. Or it's just you're just tired from working so hard and you're ready just to enjoy this, really. But in order to enjoy this, you have to let something go. Okay? So the foundation of your concerns, the past influences. This is interesting because, again, we have another completion card, the 10 of Wands. It's like you've accomplished something here, ruled by Comfrey in this deck. You've worked really hard. Like, look at that freaking mess. But you know what? It is a beautiful mess. Probably like you are, like I am, like we are. We're all a little bit of a beautiful mess as human beings, right? So what this tells me is that you've worked really hard on something. And that can also be why you're kind of reluctant here with the 10 of Pentacles to keep working on something, to wondering if you're ever going to make it to that growth, to that ultimate material security, inner security. It can represent your confidence. It can represent so many things other than just material gain. Okay? So maybe you're not giving yourself recognition for your hard work, and that's what's hidden. Maybe you're not recognizing where you've been in order to maybe obtain that 4 of Pentacles over here, right? This is something else that you began that's different. So coming up here again, like, we kind of skipped ahead. I apologize. So we have here what's crowning you. This is the Ace of Wands again. This is a new adventure. This is new inspiration, new projects, new interesting, romantic potential. It's the adventure card. It's the new beginnings card, right? It's inspired action. It's spiritual influence that inspires that brings you closer to that which you want. And it's interesting because here at the bottom of your foundation, you have the 10. So you have like a flow of energy here. You have the beginning and the end. So like you already know that you have this new beginning on the horizon. And you already know that you've already accomplished something else. So like it's the beginning and ending of a cycle. And again, a great time of change, of transformation. So it's, with this here, with mastery, which is what this 10 of Wands represents here, this is something, maybe you did it on your own, because the 10 of Pentacles here is very independent. Very, very independent. And this is a lot of abundance. And if you have all the support and you have opportunities that you're aware of, you can accomplish that, and it won't cross you. But you're looking here at like what you objectively know, which is you have a new beginning here. You have some action you want to take, and you've already done it before. Now, this is where the reading gets kind of sad. I'm just going to give a trigger warning, but it could be good. I believe in balance of light and shadows. I don't do fear bait, and I do come around to solutions, okay? So, this is what's behind you and what's fading away. We have the Ten of Cups. This is the everything card. This is family, home, love, accomplishing your dreams, total wish fulfillment of being with your soul family, just truly enjoying life and seeing everything fall into place. So if it's what's behind you, that tells me that you had to walk away from something hard. You had to walk away from something that you thought was your everything. It's kind of reminding me here of the Eight of Cups in this position, where it's like you had to make a choice to walk away from something, which would explain the Independent card here, with the Ten of Earth, Ten of Pentacles being your crossing card. And again, this being a great time of transformation and change. This could mean walking away from something that you thought was your everything. And you can apply it however you want. I'm not going to do a love reading here. I'm not going to do a career or work reading. I'm just going to do this general reading. And if it applies, it applies. If it doesn't, well, thank you for stopping by. Please hit the like button. So the thing is this is also a very nostalgic position here with this card. One thing I know about clover, and I have an abundance of clover on my property, is that it's detoxifying. It is regenerative. It's also very lucky. So, like, know that you carry this luck with you no matter where you go. And that you've already healed yourself. Whatever you needed to do, you were able to get through it, because this is completion, and it is in the past. And I want to remind you that whatever you've had, you can have it again. I mean, you obviously can have it again. You've already got the opportunity here. If you stop looking at your obstacles as obstacles and look at them as opportunities, you will see how much you have. Again, bringing in the message of gratitude, which I did tell you we would be talking about. You also have, again, accomplished some really big feat here. Like maybe you got a business off the ground, or you finished a creative project, or you got a degree in something. The list could go on and on. Or maybe it was like the holiday seasons that you got through, because it's January at the time of me filming this, right after the holidays. So like, if you're watching this now, maybe you just hustled, man. And I know hustle culture is on its way out, thankfully. I'm an elder millennial, so I know something about that. But let me just tell you here, like, you did so much. And look, you've got a full cabinet and a pantry back there. You've got goods, you've got resources. But also you may not be paying attention to it, and possibly because of whatever this is that you had to walk away. That even though you've done the healing, you're probably still grieving. And I know that it's hard to not like just think about the past and get stuck, which there's some of this energy, but you got to remember, like, you have here a new beginning, and this isn't the only time you have a new beginning. Your outcome is the Fool, okay? Your outcome is the Fool. And it's an unassuming fool, because dandelion is an unassuming weed, which actually is very nourishing and very good for us. And you can eat it like a salad. I harvest it all the time, and it's great for your organs. There's all kinds of great things It's also really great for divination. So if you are a practitioner or you want to get more into your psychic senses, that could be a way that you could start this new beginning, by the way. There's an outcome for you. And I'm not suggesting anybody consume anything without talking to their medical professionals. Again, disclaimer in the description box. So yeah. All right. So about this new beginning, you know you've already had an ending. You've had a couple of endings. You've got a lot on your plate. It looks like you need to make room for something to bring in this new you, this changed you, this transconfigured you. Okay. And what's ahead of you in the near future, right? We got lavender, the Four of Swords. We put it up right for you. Okay. That one has trouble focusing. I apologize. But so the Four of Swords upright means rest. It means meditation, contemplation, reviewing everything, getting a foundation of what you know. This depiction, you can see like somebody started kind of working on something, but they just took a little break. They just took a little nap. And lavender is a restorative herb, as we all know. Maybe we don't all know. I shouldn't say that, and I should myself either, but here we are. This is my first tarot video, so bear with me. Thank you. So, upright, it means rest. It means thinking about your options, where you want to go for this new beginning, or this new person, relationship, job. I always think creativity, and I think spirituality with wands. Whatever it is, it's going to light your path. And you're going to get to explore it with a type of innocence because, again, your outcome is the Fool. It's a leap of faith. It's going into the unknown. So, like, I highly suggest that you embrace change, okay? And change doesn't have to be big. It can be little things. Just shift one thing a day or one thing every other day. You know, open yourself up to the possibility of change, okay? I've been working with that, so, you know, I'm in it. I'm part of this collective, so, you know, of course this reading hit me too, but I've had my rest, and apparently Spirit thinks you have too, because you're done. You're done resting. You've thought about something enough. Whatever this is in regards to your question, which is letting something go here, something you're working on, right, or something you have, releasing something. It's most likely something tangible, physical, because it is a pentacle card. But you've released your thoughts, okay? You've thought on it, you've prayed on it, you've talked to your guides about it, and Spirit is telling you that it's time to act now, okay? Because this is what you objectively know. This is what's crowning you in your energy. It's the Ace of Wands. It's the hot new beginning, as some people say. Shout out, by the way, to one of the first tarot readers I ever started following on her, on here. Her name is Jacqueline, Universal Intuition. Check her out. She's amazing. I love her. She's also a Pisces. I think she has a Cancer rising also. Oh yeah, I have a Pisces sun sign too. So I'm super woo-woo. If you like the woo-woo, you're going to like me. And if you don't, again, why are you here? All right, so you gotta let some things go here. You've already, maybe you're holding on to thoughts too. Maybe you're getting stuck in your head. I believe this is the analysis paralysis card, as a lot of people like to say. So if it's in reverse, Spirit's telling you you gotta stop thinking about it and just act, right? That's something my late father used to say to me a lot because I used to procrastinate a lot. Now I don't. Anyways, so your thoughts about this situation is the Moon card, right? Or Datura, which that's so beautiful. Look at that. This Moon card to me, it's like the Moon is very insulated. It's going inward. It's diving deep. It's also connecting with any psychic, spiritual gifts you might have. It's sacred time. So like What's on your mind could be just, asking for guidance. But you are that beautiful flower in full bloom in this glass, and you are insulated and also surrounded by the cycles. Like, look at how each of these different petals, they seem to circle around you. These cycles. Everything in life is cycles. Everything in life is change, okay? So you're kind of swirling around in your subconscious right now about everything. And while the dark can be comforting, it can also make you disappear. So get your guidance, but remember what Spirit says here is no more thinking. And that includes feeling, not getting lost in the nostalgia, right? Being willing to release something here could also represent a person because it is a physical aspect. But let me tell you the good news, everyone. You're the magician, and so is your environment. You have infinite possibilities. You have every element available to you. The sun is shining on you. You are the sunflower. And you know what the sunflower does? It follows the sun. And it looks to the horizon. And it looks to these new beginnings here with the Ace of Wands, right? They're both fire, but Gemini and air rules the magician, but in this depiction you have two very sunny, warm cards, which also tells me that, like, whatever your question is, it could have something to do with summer. I don't know, maybe something you're going to do this summer, you're going to create something new this summer. That could be possible coming up, or the summer season, or the warmer months. Yeah, I'll get into astrology more another time, everyone, but for now I'm just going to give you that little nugget. But yeah, this is like you have everything. You have earth, air, fire, water. And that brings me to another point here. Your reading here is a balance. Speaking of balance, hopes and fears, we have the Six of Pentacles, which is balance, which is having resources, which is being generous with others, others being generous with you, people around you spending quality time with you. Like, that reminds me of people like crafting around Christmas time or something, getting together and enjoying a warm fire and just the festivities and like just that happy, grounded, comforting, social, homey energy. Um, Anyways, so there's balance here. And that can be hopes and fears. And we'll get into that in a second. But I wanted to mention, like, I think we have threes, every element here. Because we have, okay, so fire, we have the Ace of Wands. We have the Ten of Wands below that. We have, what am I looking at here? Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so Scorpio is originally ruled by Mars in traditional astrology, which is fire. It's ruled by Pluto in modern astrology, but there's still Martian energies. And if you look at like the Tower card, a lot of people associate that with Scorpio because it causes great change. But I like to look at the different aspects of Scorpio and Aries when looking at the Death card and the Tower cards, because the Death card is like, it's Samhain, right? It's Halloween, it's the time to the new year for us witches, and it's a time of honoring the dead, right? And honoring that which we have released, not just people, but it's new beginnings, which this whole spread is about. It's about change, endings, and new beginnings, right? So this is more showing like choosing change, whereas the Tower, like Aries, can be very, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world, like combative, forced change. So, like, you have an option here to embrace new beginnings if you can learn to adapt to change, which I'm sorry to tell you is a part of life no matter what. And there, if you start looking at things from the perspective of what good they can bring you, you will change your whole world. Okay? I'm not going to get into the law of attraction here because of all kinds of issues I have with the New Age movement. I know, ironic, I'm doing woo woo, whatever. I'll get into that another day. So, again, you have everything at your disposal here. You have all the elements. You are the magician. You create your own reality. You're also vibrant, and you have up here infinite possibilities, right? Those are seeds that are drawn together in a figure eight, the lemniscat, which means you have ultimate possibilities to create multiple seeds, plant multiple seeds here. And you have all the tools, you have all the resources, you have all the elements. So the whole reason I brought up again here the Mars and Pluto differences in the scorpionic energies in the tarot is because I'm telling you, you have a choice here. You're not being forced to change, okay? You can disregard this whole reading, and that's fine. I'm not going to tell you you have to do anything, but it looks like you've got a lot going for you here. Because, okay, so we got all that fire, right? Because I'm associating some of the Mars energy with this. You have 3 fires between that, the Ace and the 10 of Wands. And then you have the 4 and the 10 of Earth here. And then over here, your hopes and fears. Let's go back to this. Hopes and fears and messages from Spirit, right? Is the 6 of Pentacles. Well, the difference between the 4 and 10 of Pentacles is 6 Pentacles. Well, guess what? You have it over here in your hopes and fears. Spirit's saying, hey, look at what you have. It also is telling you that you have people you can count on that can help you create a balanced outcome. And people are willing to do the work, just like you are. So, like, maybe you're afraid to ask for help. Maybe you're scared that whatever you're creating won't be completed or that other people won't be reliable. So your fears could be not having balance of abundance. But you do have it here. And it's right in between here. It's right in between your favorable outcome and what you've already accomplished there. Like, you've got a fire burning here, just like this again. Okay, look, this is your new hot beginning, and it's probably going to take some help from your tribe. So just ask, put your pride away, believe in yourself, because this is not scary. This is beautiful. This is creating something new. And yeah, you gotta release something here. You gotta get out of your head. You gotta stop getting lost in your feels. You're like, got your guides here. You've got your ancestors. You've got all the tools, right? So we've got the fire. We've got the earth, and then we've got the water. We've got, the 10 of Cups. Even though it's in the past, be grateful that you had that. Again, be grateful for all the tools at your disposal. And maybe if you can't see the tools and you're fearing what's to come, rely on your soul tribe. Reach out. And if you don't have anybody to talk to, journal. Like, in some of my periods of isolation, I would journal and I would reflect on it. And you can do voice journaling too, by the way, if you don't like to write. So there's ways to get the support you need. And in fact, you already have the support. No matter who you are, you have resources here. You have the ability to build something really great. You already have balance. You're already working on something. And while it may be sad to walk away, you've already walked away from something. You've already thought something through. You've already been in your feels about it. You've got guidance. You have balance. And now it is time to be the fool, take a chance. Okay? Look at that. Look at what you can create. In any direction you want to go. Look at how optimistic that is. All those beautiful yellow flowers. And yeah, a lot of people are like, dandelions, they're weeds. Yeah, you know that most medicine is weeds. All it takes is a little water, and they're good as new, just like the grocery store. I do harvest herbs off my land. So, look, you've even got a little satchel. There might even be a little sandwich in there, a little snack. I don't know. Look, and there's a butterfly in there. Look, when you embrace change and transformation, beautiful things will happen. Right? Look at all those butterflies, which, as you know, that could also represent somebody in spirit that's along with the journey for you. So it's pretty beautiful. I'm just going to see if there's anything else that comes to me about this reading. Yeah, you've got the water, like I said, the Ten of Cups, and the moon is water. And then if you're looking at the Plutonic version of death, you're water. As far as air, you have the Four of Swords in reverse. You have the Magician, which is Gemini. You have the Fool, which is Aquarian energy. And again, the Earth, 4, 10, and 6 of Pentacles. This is a great opportunity. Whatever your question is about, like, you really just have to get over your own perspective. I feel like the Four of Swords here is almost like the Hanged Man, which, I mean, that's water energy, that's Pisces energy, but it's all about a different perspective. And the combination between the Four of Swords and the Moon card, which are both kind of about going in, but in different ways. You know, this is like going into your mind, this is going into your psyche, which also in this position here, as far as what you're thinking, going into your psyche, going into your subconscious, asking your guides for help will help you with this transition. So even if you don't have a lot of people like this, and maybe you do, you just need to kind of think about, you know, what resources do you have available to you already? And if you aren't comfortable asking for help, then ask your guides. And if you don't have a practice like that, maybe this new beginning here, this is also a spiritual card. It could be a new spiritual journey, a new faith to explore. And it could be you deciding to step forward in a new beginning in a great time of change with a new spiritual practice. And maybe that's why the cards are telling you that you're inward, you're thinking about it. Maybe you're exploring your options, deciding what resonates you with your faith. And I'm non-denominational here. I am pagan, and I'm an animist, and I'm a polytheist. So I believe that everything is legitimate and everything is valid, and we all have our own journeys in our soul. So I don't judge, and I don't force, and I don't preach. I do proudly express my beliefs, but you got to figure out what that is for you. And it is also about belief. Like the Fool is about taking a risk. So I really hope that resonated with you. If you're still hanging in there, please, please, please just give that like button a little tap, okay? Because I am a new channel. I mean, I've been around for like 10 years or so, but I've been in business since 2021 officially in my county in California. And I'm at my own new beginning, even though I started this like 4 years ago. I've been studying for years before in my different crafts. And I did say I'd tell you all a little bit about me. If you want to hang in for the Oracle card I'm shuffling right now, please do. I might pull more than one, depending. So yeah, if you want to understand more about me, you can read the description box, follow my links, check out my Instagram, herbcraft.by.ellie, Ellie. And if you want to check out something more light, I make an ass out of myself every now and again, usually once a month, by singing to my favorite songs. I also am writing a song or two, so that'll come out later as well. And oh my goodness, look at this. We have the Tranquility card. Look at that. Does that say Apollo? Yeah, Apollo, stone crop. Sorry, let me get this. Oh, whoopsie. These are cute little cards. I have a teenager, and they bought this for me for my solstice gift. We exchanged tarot decks for our little pagan Christmas before Christmas. And it's just cute. It's like little dragons and flowers in there. Tranquility, first oracle message. It kind of reminds me of a ladybug, the coloring, which is luck. So maybe whatever you're doing is going to bring a lot of tranquility and luck in your life. And Apollo is the sun. I mean, we have the magician over here, even though it's an air sign, it's also the sun, which is a sunny new beginning. Same, you see the colors with the fool here. So maybe something is going to bring you a lot of happiness. Whatever your question's about, I feel like it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And it's going to make you feel really chill. And it's going to make you really happy. And it's going to help you calm down. And honestly, you know, something I've learned, because I'm a very independent person who's struggled a lot in my life and had to learn how to ask for help, is that you don't have to carry it all alone. Like, that's a lot to harvest. And man, did I have a hard harvest year last year, and I did it pretty much all on my own. And I can tell you that don't be bullheaded. Coming from a Taurus moon, don't be bullheaded. Okay? Like, if you want this tranquility and you want to get out of the obstacles, ask for help. Also, this is a good reminder that, like, whatever you do that brings you joy with this new beginning, whether it's your faith, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a relationship, travel, whatever it is, it's going to make you happy and feel at ease with tranquility. Anyways, in the future, I will have more content available to you. Every now and again, I do an astro insight video where I talk about everything in astrology. I'll spare you in this one because I believe you've been hanging in there for quite a while. I am very authentic. I show up as I am, which means I typically don't edit my videos because I started this channel as a creative outlet. I've got a whole playlist called Creative Expression by Me, M-E, M period, E period, or dot, whatever. Me is my pen name. I'm also a writer, and I am publishing this year something. You can check out my media for that. I really do appreciate any generous tips, donations. You know, feel free to use Venmo, PayPal. PayPal accepts all payments, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. You don't have to have a PayPal account to use it. I hope to not have to promote myself so hard, but mom's got to make a living. And I have been divinely guided myself on this new beginning. I'm really looking forward to this because I love this whole creative process, and I am a very spiritual person these days, and I do guide others. I am also a spiritual life coach, and I hate using the term life coach. It makes me feel kind of gross. But I offer guidance, spiritual wisdom through my psychic mediumship, through my astrological knowing, and now through tarot. So we're all kinds of woo-woo on this mountain. I really do hope you enjoyed. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I would like to share with you. How about one more card? Because you're still here, aren't you? Persistence! Oh my gosh, that is so perfect. Persistence. That's right, it does take persistence. That could also be, okay, now I'm getting another message here about the Six of Pentacles, about this being hopes and fears. Spirit's telling you might be a little afraid of hard work. I tell it how it is, okay? So if you don't like that, I'm not your reader. Persistence, though. This is Euphorbia, the African swallowtail. That's so cute. Little draggy flower critters. This oracle deck, again, Carla Morrow, Enchanted Blossoms. And let's see here what persistence says. So Euphorbia flower. The butterfly is the African swallowtail, also known as Papilio dardanus. Let's see. Okay, let me go over here. Persistent means tolerating the hardships in life and thriving because of them. Oh, how perfect for all the change we have going on here. I think that's good. That's a good place to leave it. Yeah, again, please subscribe, like, share, check out my links, check out my other content. Laugh at me, laugh with me, hang out. I do hangout videos too. Like, I'm not trying to stick to one narrative here. I am a multifaceted human being with a spiritual self, just like you are. Many blessings from my Northern California home, and I hope to continue to serve you more in the future. I do offer readings. Again, link is in the description. So, on that note, catch you next time.